Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another movie review, and this time I'm talking about a brand new Netflix original. I know, another one. There's about 4 million of them that come out every day because Netflix just cranks out turd after turd. It's bad. I'm not even gonna screw around. When I look at the Netflix library, I just see a list of shit that should be on Redbox, but it's not. Netflix said, hey, we got a couple dollars, you want to sell your movie to us? And I guess studios are like, I guess here, take our shit, please. But there's times where a good movie does come out on Netflix, and it is a Netflix original, and this one might be the case. I am reviewing a movie called Cargo, starring Martin Freeman, who of course we just saw in Black Panther. He was in the Hobbit movies, The Office, the Sherlock show. He's been in a lot of shit. Everybody knows who Martin Freeman is, and I love Martin Freeman. I think he's a great actor. He's always charismatic and likable on screen. I think he's I think a little underrated, even though he's in a lot of stuff. No one ever really talks about how great he is. You know, like Black Panther, I thought he was great. The Hobbit, I thought he was great. You know, just stuff out there that I feel like he doesn't get as much credit. Hell, even The World's End, I thought he was great in. So I was looking forward to this. I actually did a trailer reaction for it a couple months ago at this point, I think, and I thought it looked really interesting. It's a simple story, and we've seen stuff like this before. A man and his family, his wife and his young daughter, are in Australia during a post-apocalyptic zombie plague that's happening, and through certain circumstances he has to bring his daughter somewhere because he gets infected. That's the premise, so that's not even a spoiler. That's straight up, that is the premise of the movie. Okay, he gets infected. He has only a certain amount of time to bring his daughter somewhere safe, find a nice home for her so she can grow up. So that's the premise of the movie. So I was looking forward to it because I thought it was a unique enough premise. You know, it's not unique, but you know, it's something we don't see all the time. It's not FBI man has to investigate a murder, or it's not giant robots fighting other giant robots. You know, it's not generic shit. Or there's a ghost in the house. Oh, there's a ghost who jump scares. You know, it's not generic shit. Okay, is what I'm saying. It's something that could be good because the premise itself is so loose, where we can actually, you know, get a sense of who the characters are. So I was looking forward to it. I thought the trailer itself was great, and I thought Martin Freeman, you know, was inspired casting for a movie like this. And it is on Netflix right now, obviously, and I highly recommend it. I thought it was fantastic. Now, does it have problems? Sure. It does have some problems, and really only a couple of problems that really bothered me, but is it something I highly recommend? Yes, especially since it's on Netflix. It's very well produced. It looks great. It's very well directed, very well paced. It doesn't waste too much time, too. So if you're expecting this to be like a 2.5 hour epic or something, it's not. It's around like 95 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And Martin Freeman is fantastic in this movie. I thought he nailed his role. He does a great job as a kind of grieving father who's on a mission to protect his daughter. Like, he's not just standing around like whimpering and stuff because bad stuff's happening. You see him in the beginning, he's kind of happy, he's joyful. I mean, sure, the world is all fucked, but his family's fine. And then bad stuff starts happening, of course. So he straightens up, he goes on a mission. He doesn't sit there and starts crying for 20 minutes in the movie. He's on a mission, and I really enjoyed that. I thought he was great. He did a great job of expressing himself through just his face and the way he stands and stuff. Like, just little nuances in his performance that I thought was great. And I do know this is based on a short film, like, that was like 7 minutes long, which I never watched, and I was actually thinking of watching that after watching this, and maybe I'll do a reaction to it, we'll see. But I thought this was a phenomenal performance. I thought he did a great job. Not only him, though, they have a whole thing in this movie because it's set in Australia. They have a cast of Aboriginal people in this movie, and one of them is a young girl. I don't know how old she is, maybe 12, 13. I couldn't tell. But the actress's name is Simone Landers, I'm pretty sure. And she shows up she shows up randomly here and there for the first like 30 minutes, but then she meets up with Andy, that's Martin Freeman's character, about maybe 40 minutes into the movie, and when they get together, it's really great. You can see the chemistry. You can see Andy kind of cares for this girl that he just met and stuff, and it's a really nice little relationship they have, and I thought they were both great. And Simone Landers, I'm pretty sure, is a newcomer. I don't even think she had a Wikipedia. I tried to look it up, and I couldn't find anything about her, but she did a great job. You know, I mean, she's a young actress. I think she's 13, 14, I don't know, but she did a great job. Everybody did a great job in this, actually. Everybody in the cast did a solid job. Now, one thing I have to say about this movie, though, if I want to bring a negative to it, I thought the Aboriginal part was really cool to have all these people that were in Australia, and we get to see their customs and all their little all the things they do, especially how they deal with the zombies, because it's still a zombie movie. I just thought she was the only one that actually got a character. Everybody else, you see them and they have like the paint on and stuff, and they're doing like their rituals and stuff, but you don't really get to know them as characters. You see them and they're supposed to be there just so her name is Toomey, I think her name is Toomey in the movie, Simone's character. And I thought they only show those characters because you want her to go back to those people, because that's her family, and they only show them as like a goal, like you see like what she's working towards, I guess. And I just thought that whole thing could have been like, they could have added a few more minutes to show more of that and made us care a little bit more about those characters. It's just little things, like they keep flashing back towards those characters, and I felt like, okay, you're just showing them doing stuff, you don't really get to know them. I don't know, I just thought that was a little weird that they would put that in there, and not use it, you know, like actually do something with it. They only do it for the girl to have a goal, which I don't know, but so that's not, that kind of sucks. Also, it doesn't really do anything new with the post-apocalyptic zombie drama genre, if you even want to call that a genre. I mean, it kind of is a genre. I mean, hell, even video games do it. Look at Last of Us. But it doesn't really do anything new with it, besides maybe the whole rules of the zombie. When you get bit, you have 48 hours, and throughout the 48 hours, you'll start to show symptoms, like he starts having seizures, he starts vomiting, he starts having craving for blood and stuff, of course. It's just like slow little things that happen throughout the movie. And besides that, the only other thing that they do different is that the zombies, they start like, it looks weird. It looks like honey that they're spitting out of their like mouths and like eyes and stuff. They start leaking this like yellowish, like golden yellow slime out of their eyes. Looks like marmalade, actually. I think Marmaduke, was Marmaduke in this? I said Marmaduke. I meant Paddington, not Marmaduke. Fuck you, Marmaduke. I'm talking about Paddington. I don't know why I said Marmaduke, but look like marmalade, I think, right? Is marmalade yellow? I never had marmalade. I should, because I love Paddington. I don't remember. No, I think marmalade was like orange or red, right? Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. It looked like honey. Let's just say that. It looked a little weird, but I like the idea. I like the idea that this weird stuff starts coming at you when you start getting infected. I thought that was a unique idea, and it looked grotesque. They don't really use the zombie stuff too much. They only use it as a kind of like what The Walking Dead uses as, like, oh no, there's danger. Oh no, there's a zombie here. There's no real jump scares in this movie. There was only one, and it was actually a human character that did a jump scare. They just said something really loud. I was like, fuck! Oh, jeez. All right. But besides that, yeah, the zombies weren't really used as much as I would hope. Like, when they show them, sometimes they're just even in the background. Also, there's a couple of continuity errors. A couple of them aren't too big. There was one that really bothered me. There's a part where Toomey and Andy, the father and the Aboriginal girl, are talking while he's holding his baby, because that's the whole thing. You know, Rosie is her name, by the way. And he's holding his baby, and there's times where it cuts away, like cuts to a different edit, where it's like a close-up of them talking, and every time they did, it would, like, the baby was holding onto a watch, but then when they cut away, she wasn't holding the watch, and then it would cut back to, like, a close-up, and she was holding the watch. There's, like, weird things like that. If you know what scene I'm talking about, just pay attention. It's like an hour into the movie, and it's the one big scene where Toomey and Andy are talking to each other. I just thought that was really weird. I was just like, oh, is she gonna have the watch again in this? And it cut away, and she did. I was like, and then cut back, and she doesn't have the watch in her hand. She's just like holding on to that. I just thought it was weird. Besides that, I really loved how the story progressed. I thought it was really well done. way they told it, I guess, because it's pretty much the story is him trying to find someone to take care of her after he dies. So the whole story is him like meeting certain people. Like he meets a nurse at first who he thinks will protect her, but then you find out that she has her own thing that she can't really protect the daughter. So he has to go and find someone else. And then he finds someone else, and there's a dark thing about that character. So I like how it progresses. Like he keeps finding these people, and he even finds one person that something really dark happens with that certain character. Again, I don't even go spoil anything. So there's like multiple different characters, and you can see where it's going. You definitely see where it's going. Like, oh, who's he gonna find to protect his daughter? I wonder who. You definitely know where it's going, so it's a little predictable. But I like the journey. The journey is the best part, and you get to know this character Andy a lot. You get to see what he is willing to do to protect his daughter, and you feel that love. You definitely do. Every time he's with his daughter, it's actually it's heartbreaking a little bit, because I mean he's slowly dying throughout the entire movie, and whenever bad stuff starts happening, you get a little tense. The movie's very tense, and you're like, oh my god, is he gonna turn here? Like, because I don't know. I mean, they display the rules, but that doesn't mean those are the exact rules, because you know, like you see early on that sometimes the rules don't work like that. I don't want to spoil it, but sometimes the rules can bend, and will he just change randomly? Like, will he just turn into a zombie? And you never know. And yeah, it's really tense, very, very well done. The whole story, even though it doesn't do anything new with the genre, I mean, that's not the point. That's really not the point of the movie. I mean, sure, they have the zombies in there, but that's there for an obstacle, which I know some people will be like, well, that's kind of shitty. Maybe there should have just been an infection. And of course, they do the thing where like humans are almost as bad as the zombies and stuff, just like in Walking Dead. But all that stuff works because it feels so grounded and realistic. If this really happened, this is probably how this certain story would play out. You know, like if this really happened in real life and there was a father trying to protect his daughter and trying to find a place for her to grow up and be safe, this is probably how it would work out, especially in Australia. Even though I don't see how any of these people lived in Australia, because I've seen things in Australia. Giant spiders, fuck that. I'd probably just slit my throat right there. Sorry, I know your place is beautiful, but you got giant spiders. Little spiders, I almost kill myself over. You think I'm gonna fucking these 8-legged freaks? Remember that movie? No, I ain't doing it. Fuck that. This is not even a zombie apocalypse. Why did Gore shoot his brains out? He saw a spider. It wasn't even one of the biggest ones. You know, I know you could ride spiders up there, like they're so big. I'd never go to Australia. Yeah, it looks beautiful in a movie like this. By the way, the cinematography in this is very understated but very effective. It shows everything you need to see from this world. It does a great job, but I will never visit Australia. I love looking at it, but I don't want to go. There you go. Yeah, it's a great film. I really loved it. So. Again, I had some problems. There's some continuity errors that kind of bothered me, but that really isn't that big of a deal. It's very well shot, paced. It's even well written for the most part. The writing isn't like phenomenal, but it does the job extremely well. And again, the performances are great from Martin Freeman and newcomer Simone Landers. I really enjoyed it. Like, my only complaints is that I wish the Aboriginal people, they had more of a emphasis on the story. I guess it's predictable and it doesn't really do anything new with the zombie genre, but that's not even really a negative, because if they did more stuff with the zombie stuff, then it could have detracted from the really amazing drama that was definitely the focal point of the movie. So yeah, there you go. That is it. I will give this movie, I'm gonna give it a 34 out of 40. That's my stupid scale. I really enjoyed it. I really, really liked it. And I saw some people were just like, it doesn't do anything new. Why does everything need to be new nowadays? Why can't it just be its own story that tells it extremely well? It's a simple story, sure, but it does it very well and has a great performance. It has a few great performances. Why can't it just be its own thing that may not be the most original thing? Why can't it just be a well-done, non-original story, you know? There's so many movies out there that are not original that get praise all the time, but this one got negative ones from people that would probably praise the other ones because it's not original. I don't know. And even with some of the zombie stuff, they try to do something different with the, you know, honey face or marmalade. I don't know. What color is marmalade? I want that to be true. I want this movie to have marmalade zombies. What color is marmalade? I think it's like orange or like red. I don't even know. I don't know. Fuck it. Damn it. I want it to be marmalade. It's honey zombies. That's funny too, I guess. It's funny. Everything's funny. So anyway, I'm going to do a really quick spoiler talk. Just really quick, because I just want to talk about one thing in the movie. So you can go away. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's on Netflix. Cargo. Please go see it. So anyway, spoiler for here on out. I'm not going to lie, I teared up. I definitely teared up at the ending of this movie. I didn't cry, but it's a very well done story, and you know exactly where it's going to go. It reminds me of some or the other movies out there. I'm not going to say because it'll spoil the movies. If you want to know, leave a comment, maybe I'll reply. But there's one in particular that I'm thinking of that I don't think many people saw, but I don't want to say it because it'll spoil it. But that it really it shows you that, hey, this guy is going to die in 2 days, 48 hours. And it commits to that. At the end, he dies. He dies, but he dies in a heroic way where he saves his daughter, and not only that, he also saves this Simone Lander's character, Toomey. And in the way they do it is phenomenal. The entire time they keep having this thing where the daughter loves the mother. Of course, that's typical for babies because she's still a baby. I think she's like maybe a year old, maybe. Loves the mother, and to calm the baby down, Martin Freeman uses the mother's perfume because he has it with him, and that reminds the baby of the mother, so it calms the baby down. Okay, so I thought that was a smart thing to do. At the end of the movie, he succumbs to the zombie plague, which I like how the zombies aren't like running fast zombies that are like really insane and enraged and stuff. They're most of the time they're calm until they get a scent of like blood, and then they go towards it. You know, it's like a typical like maybe Romero zombie. And I really like that we're back to that. Yeah, I don't really care for the running zombies, even though I did like Dawn of the Dead, the remake I'm talking about. The original, of course, they were just slow zombies. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Anyway, he succumbs to it and he turns into a zombie. But the thing he does before he dies is that he ties a little like a bunch of meat onto a stick, and the Simone Lander's character Toomey and the baby climb on his back and like kind of you know that funny joke about fat people, like if you want them to lose weight, you tie a Twinkie around a stick and you dangle in front of them and they run after or whatever because they're so fat. Now I've never done that myself because I don't like Twinkies. Now if you dangle a snowball in my face, whew, I'll go after it. Snowballs are good, but it's another. Who makes Twinkies? Hostess? Whatever. Anyway, what was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking? Anyway, oh yeah, the stick. So at first, if you just hear me say that, I know that sounds silly, but the way they do it in the movie, they actually climb on his back, and he saves them even in the dead. Like he died, he's already dead, and they he puts a mouth guard in his mouth, and his eyes are crusted over so he can't see because they have the marmalade honey shit covering his eyes, so he can't really see. So he's just like chasing this meat that's in front of him that he can't see, so he just keeps going after it, and he's carrying Toomey and the baby with him. Like I just thought that was, I don't know, I liked it, and he sacrifices himself to save them, and even when he's dead, he's also saving them. And they even at the end, the Aboriginal people, pretty much they do this thing where they put the dead bodies in trees or something, and they cover up the body and sticks and stuff. Not in trees, but it's like whatever. This is not needed. And they give him a little they give him a grave, and they put his little shirt on there, and it's well done. I teared up, not gonna lie. That was really well done, and the baby's safe. He's gone. His wife's gone. By the way, his wife dies in the beginning of the movie, which again, this is told in the trailer, so it's not even a big deal. A lot of stuff I said in the review was stuff that was already in the trailer, so hopefully I don't get people saying spoilers, but whatever. I really enjoyed pretty much all of it, like the entire movie, really, and I loved the ending. I thought it was a very, very great send-off to that character, and it was really well done. Now I want to watch the short. I really do. That's it. So there you go. Look forward to a reaction to that short film, which is on YouTube soon. So there you go. That is it. Thank you. And until next time, of course, please go check this out. It's a great film. Goodbye.